Guys, take a look. This like made me bust out laughing. I could not help it when I seen this coming right here. I don't know why. Because it's the fact that Mr. James Dosset, whatever his name said, tried to submit control. It's sad, but the black woman these days don't know how to submit in any way. So I don't know. When I first read it, it made me bust out laughing because it made me. I like literally heard him saying it in like a slave, like a slave's tone of voice, like he was on the. I was gonna say the cotton field or something. He was like, but the black woman. But what I found out is that when men, I'm assuming he's black because he's saying that, but because it's usually black men who saying that, but try. Well, it's sad, but the black woman these days, it's always but the black woman. So at first I thought they were trying to push some sort of agenda about like maybe saying trying to say the black woman is incapable, but the thing is some of these black men are basically just trying to push that narrative so it can give them an excuse to go to other nationality of women that they want to try to be with. And the sad part is that's why some of them are going to fall in different ways, such as possibly, I'm not even going to say it, some of these people out here, they're going to figure it out. They're going to start to put it together and see why certain things are happening to some of these people who still didn't learn their lesson yet, and they had to put somebody else down because it's still the same thing, just like gang stalking and trying to stop and block somebody. You trying to make an excuse and say all black women or the black woman these days. And I know sometimes people just be saying it in a way like, you know how they say everyone knows the real you. It's not necessarily everyone, but it's like a large majority of people, and then like pretty much saying a lot of people know who you are. So a lot of the times people say it figuratively, but I keep seeing how there's these black men that keep trying to push this narrative, and they specify black women as this or that, and it is always like a negative connotation attached to it. So then I realized that some of them are just trying to make excuses to give them a valid justifiable reason to themselves to make it okay and all right to themselves to go outside of their race, so to speak. And to be honest, I personally don't mind it. The only thing that pisses me off about it is how they keep acting like they have to put down the black woman instead of just making their decision. Go ahead. You all of a sudden the way I started saying it made me start thinking about that meme that they show about Michael Jordan saying stop, get some help. That's how I feel. The way he's saying it in that concerned tone of voice, that's how I feel towards these black men. Baby, if you want you a woman that's not a black woman, don't try to say that all black women are bad. Just go on to your white lady. Go on to your Asian lady. Go on to your Indian lady. You don't gotta put us down to do it. Maybe you guys just need to hear it. I don't know, but it may maybe that I don't know how the heck it made me bust out laugh when I first heard it, but it made me imagine him sounding like a slave man because I don't know what it is. And while I'm at it, I might as well say something I found out as well from experience and from seeing other people's experiences was like personally is that sometimes some black men, when they want a white woman, for example, and they are closet gay, is actually they want the white man, and they'll be with their white woman, but they will sleep around on her with a white man if they find one. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else into that. But I'm pretty sure some of these people figured it out. Has anyone else ever like thought about that or realized the reality of it? Because have you ever paid attention to like their mannerisms and like the things they do? Some of them, when you see them walking with the Caucasian woman, I'll be like, I don't even know if this lady knows that man is gay. I've seen it happen with a Caucasian couple, like both of them were white, and the man, the way he was dressed and he was walking, and he was actually walking a little bit behind her, and I saw the way he walked and he stopped to tie his shoe in front of me, and I was like, I observed it, and like I was like, oh my gosh, I think she doesn't realize it. And I started to see how some women actually don't, I don't think they recognize that their man is actually attracted and has affection for other men. That's why some of these ladies be like, I was married to him for 20 years and then found out he was cheating on me with another man. But baby, if they even actually, now that I think about it, I've seen a couple videos on YouTube last year where even other people were able to look at the man and see clearly that he did not like women. Or basically, I'm just trying to find another way to say it because I don't want people that are gay to feel like I'm against them, because I'm not, because I myself have had what do you call it, I'll just say intimacy with three different women in my lifetime, um, from last year to a few years prior, like a few times. So yeah, so I'm not saying it like I'm attacking people that are like, I'm basically trying to say I'm not homophobic. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm not homophobic because I had to clear that up with a man at the Safeway store, that he was against me simply because I'm a woman, and I'm gonna add that in here as well. I had an encounter where like it seemed like all week I was running into men who seemed like they were just having a problem with me out of the blue, and I found out that there was the gay men that were Caucasian that I was having these run-ins of like unnecessary drama with, was because they were jealous of the black women. And I'm starting to think that that's also some of the way that these black men are behaving. Not all of them, just the ones we could clearly see. And since I clearly see that there's people out there that can read body language and can read a situation, no matter how the person might be playing it off, they can see through the little act that is being put on in front of their very eyes. Then now I know like it's okay for me to say this stuff, because sometimes stuff just need to be said. It's a lot of stuff. I'm one of those people that are bold enough to say what a lot of people are thinking that other people are just scared to say, because they don't want to face the backlash from the naysayers that don't agree with them. I don't care if people don't agree with me. I'm saying what I see and that I know other people see that they're just not saying anything about, and also trying to put it out there so people can know, like, don't take offense to these MFers out here trying to make you feel like you're insignificant so that they could feel better about the choice that they want to make. And sometimes they do that because there's an agenda behind that choice that they want to make. That's why I said, if a man wants to go to another nationality of another woman, please, sir, do that. And you don't have to put black women down. You don't. We didn't do anything to you. And sometimes you hold on to stuff that one or two or maybe three black women did in the past, and want to run that game and act like all black women are that way, because you haven't healed and you got triggered from something, even if you had a misunderstanding about it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, guys. I thought it was kind of funny because I keep seeing that type of stuff, especially when they go the black woman, because I don't really see too many black women out here saying the black man this, the black man that, the black man this. But I promise you one thing, I saw a bunch of black men coming to spit at me walking around outside, but now when they found out I started to curse they behind and their relationships that they trying to be fake with, now they want to pretend they being nice in my face even while they're gang stalking me, because they know that's some real stuff. And I think they didn't start to see some effects of the words that were spoken out, especially when it has power, because I'm coming after somebody who came after me first when I wasn't bothering them or even studying them. I was minding my business, and here y'all all up in my business trying to stop and block me. And that's another thing I want to add real quick. Be careful of some of these interracial relationships with black men with other nationalities of women, because sometimes that whatever nationality that woman is, if you see that man a certain way, sometimes the woman is that way too. And if you're a black woman, you're successful, and one is a hater, and they have an attitude, if they both are the same type of way, like the birds of a feather flock together thing, be careful, because they might be both a hating behind couple trying to tear you down as a black woman. And I'm not saying all interracial couples do that, but I'm just basing this off of what I've seen over the last 5 to 7 years, dealing with interracial couples that has a thing of being jealous towards the black woman for various different reasons.
So I'm just going to stop it right there. I'm pretty sure some of you could fill in the blanks of what some of those reasons are. Thank you. Have a good one.